How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Caffeine Machine here in Banbury, Stratford-upon-Avon, or wherever it is in the world. Here we have a very annoying figure, is Mr. Aldas.
You love me really, mate.
He is a very successful YouTuber. If you don't know him, you should subscribe to him. Obviously, link in the description, etc, etc, etc. And today we are looking at his GT86, this absolutely beautiful car that he purchased using his YouTube money. Look at that, that's thumbnail material right there. He's been doing very well on YouTube, much better than I've been doing, got to be said, and he's managed to afford.
Don't be so harsh on himself. This guy, he's almost at 50k subs, so you've got to subscribe.
He's on 60k, I think. And
over 60 now, but you know.
Yeah, you know, I know how it be. But he's bought this car. It is a beautiful car to be owning at 21 years old. The guy's a joke. Like, how's the man gonna do this to me? I'm out here, this is like my first half decent car, and he's just rocked up and bought this. So yeah, he's done very well for himself. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of a review of the car, let Aldas talk you through what's on it as well, and take it for a drive as well. But before we do all that, I want to show you a little bit around Caffeine Machine as people are just starting to roll out. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. The guy was like, oh yeah, park anywhere, just do whatever. And I was like, where is anywhere? And he was like, anywhere, mate. Wherever you want to park your car, go on. Right, boys. So hopefully you've enjoyed that preceding B-roll of Caffeine Machine, but it was coming towards our end of our time there, and it was time to leave. So we've driven out into the middle of nowhere, as always. And obviously the most important car that you'll see on this video is right here. But
no, it's not.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the GT86. So yes, Aldas, you bought this car, what, only literally like...
On the 8th of August.
Mate.
So it's literally what, the 3rd of September, 4th September?
Something like that, so not even a month.
Yeah, not even a month, like...
Crazy.
Yeah, so again, my first car, I don't know if you actually saw it, we did a video like a while back, was a 1.6 diesel Golf. And then obviously buying my second car. I've been saving up, the thing is, this is not an impulse purchase, this has been in the works for 2 years. I've always loved these things, and I've been saving up, grinding on YouTube for such a long time. And yeah, this is not only obviously for me, but it's also a bit of an investment for the new channel as well, the Carbon Edge, cheeky plug, obviously go check it out. You guys are all subscribed.
Description, you know where it is.
Yeah, you know where it is. But yeah, obviously, I actually couldn't believe, I remember going to see this car and actually going to buy it. It was an 8-hour drive, 7-8 hour drive. It was such a long time. We got there so tired, and when I saw this car, I was stunned. It didn't feel like my car, and now I finally have it. I got to drive it back again. It was like 400 something miles, and I'm loving it right now. Me and JB went for such a nice drive as well with his car and this car, and it's just so amazing. So yeah, I don't know where we should start.
Talk me through the spec, mate. Well, the key thing that people spot when they see the car first and foremost is these stripes. And when we were at Caffeine Machine, were we not, we saw a whole bunch of other GT86s also in red, but this was the only one there with the stripes. And this was a factory option as well, wasn't it?
It was a factory option, yes. So this wasn't done afterwards. You can see actually by the roof, like the way the roof kind of goes, the stripes kind of follow it. So yeah, this was actually a factory option. You could, you know, spec it from factory, but not many cars had it, because obviously some people like it, some people don't. It's both actually on the top and also on the side as well, as you can see on the doors. I quite like it. It was a really nice surprise. I took my time finding the right one, because this is a lot of money, you know, no joke. This was the most expensive thing I've ever bought. So I wanted to find the right one, and I wanted it to be red because I love, you know, for YouTube and just pictures in general, bright cars are amazing, and the stripe was a good surprise. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it actually at first, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It adds so much, and it makes it a little bit more unique. I am going to change the wheels though. I'm not a big fan of these, you know, stock wheels.
My suggestion for these, I said to Aldas earlier, I'm thinking sort of like Impreza bronze alloys. I think that would look really nice, like bronzy, goldy alloys, because if you think about it, if we step back, it would look good with black alloys. We're well aware of that. You black out the alloys, it would look good. But I feel like everyone and their mum would black out the alloys on this. And I think to make it a little bit more JDM and more interesting, what Aldas could do is go for gold. And obviously, I am maybe a little bit biased.
He's totally just like showing me up with that spec. Like.
But I think that would look really good with those. So let us know in the comments down below, should Aldas go for a gold alloy setup, or what colour do you think should go on this car?
I love the interior. So this is Alcantara on leather, which is absolutely the perfect spec with the red stitching. This car did come with a red interior with like red leather. I wasn't really a big fan of that because it wears really badly. So it's all black. You've got the fake carbon fiber for the carbon edge. You know, you just got to have it. We love it really. But yeah, I love this spec so much. And I mean, JB, what do you think? Like leather on Alcantara, it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think this is really nice. I think you've done really well on the spec here. So we saw one earlier today. In fact, let's point this out. We saw one earlier today with the red and black looking interior. And normally I'm a fan of red interiors as long as they're classy. I didn't think it was that classy. I thought it was a little bit much. Yeah. This looks really good. I think with the red stitching, you've done really well there. And it's just a nice place to be. It's you can see it's very modern and comfortable. And the best part, before we go anywhere else, manual. Very nice.
Mate, do you seriously think I would spend like that much money on a automatic? Come on, mate.
Yep. And obviously you've got all the basics in terms of keyless entry, keyless start, stop, also good. I like these, even though they're a little bit plasticky, they look quite nice. I think from a distance in particular, they look like just generally like nice. But basically what I'd say about this interior is, it's plasticky but sporty, is the way I put it, if you know what I mean. It's like, rather than it being real materials, like all of this is plastic rather than being alley or whatever. Yeah. That's why these cars remain at a lower price than other sports cars, but it still looks sporty, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing I like, you know, don't get me wrong, like when you go into this car, you're not going in for like the best materials ever. You're going for the driving experience, the way it looks, the way it feels like. So yeah, you know, the interior is a bit plasticky, but I quite like it.
Agreed.
It's just crazy. I still can't believe it's my car, and I remember like first walking up to it, like even seeing that the doors are pillarless. That to me is just crazy. Yeah. Having a starter button, like again, I came from a Golf, so all of this is just kind of crazy. I never thought I'd have a car with a starter button. So
can we see how big the boot is?
Yeah, it's not that big, guys. Yeah, literally that is it. It's quite shallow, but it does go quite deep, quite far back. So I don't know, you can see by the skateboard.
I would say this is
the length of a skateboard.
This is usable as a daily, yeah. In fact, that's a really good shout. Like the skateboard is pretty much the length of the boot, so that's quite nice. And I would say that because it has that space, and also because you've got these in the back, so you've got obviously the little bench seating in the back there, you've got space to put stuff. And I think that's not the end of the world.
No, this car, it's actually been a lot, you know, I've done like the shop and everything, like, you know, food shopping. I have had people in the back as well. There's actually no space in the back for if you're like really tall, but because I'm quite short, my seat obviously goes quite far forward, obviously. With him in the car, no one could fit in the back. So it's actually relatively practical. And even, you know, do you know what's been most surprising? The fuel economy, like on the way here, I was doing like 40 miles per gallon on the motorway. I don't think that's like horrific, like in this car.
No, that's good. I mean, I don't know what I did, but I almost got through a whole tank. So, yeah, we'll gloss over that for now.
Again,
we can drop this back down.
And obviously, guys, I mean, you know, the best parking sensor. Okay, this guy.
Look, if you've not seen the Skoda Fabia review, go have a look at it, because I said a lot of like harsh things about the car, but the one thing that made me flip off was how annoying the parking sensors were with their beeping. They were so loud. So as long as they're not loud, I can deal with it, but maybe you should just get better at parking, mate. He actively put these on. So the dude's bought this car.
Yeah, this
did
not have parking sensors.
These are.
Me and my dad fitted it. Like,
crazy,
you know, JB cars are JB style. Me and my dad fitted the parking sensors.
Didn't even record a video, mate.
Just to make it. I have. It's in the edit. It's in the edit.
Okay.
And even better, we're gonna get a camera as well. So he's gonna hate this.
Rude. Look, just park the car, fam. Just get good at it. How much downforce is the spoiler had? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no.
Enough.
About
enough.
50 kilos.
We'll find out when we go for a drive. This is
look at that diffuser as well. That faint.
The diffuser is sick, actually. I was looking at this earlier and I was thinking that does look quite cool. I know it doesn't actually go anywhere, like it ends literally here. Yeah, but I like that it's there. I think you could probably do. I like it for the aesthetic
value. Like,
yeah, I agree.
This car it's all about the drive, but you can see that they try to make it look kind of cool and sporty. Yeah. You know, so. Yeah, I mean,
I like this as well, where the brake light is too. Like, I think that's really cool how it's in the rear windscreen. Like, that's a quite cool little feature.
One thing I didn't realise, it doesn't have a rear. It doesn't have like a rear windscreen wiper.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Heated window, so that's
that's all good. And what's the speaker system like in there? Is it good?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Absolutely. Again, this car, you can tell that they saved money on the interior. Like, it's quite cheap plastic, but which I don't mind. But yeah, the speakers. I mean, your car. You said your car's speakers are bad.
No, I've just replaced them actually. Video coming soon, mate. You might have even been out by now. I don't actually know.
Exclusive for you. But yeah, the speakers aren't great, but it's also quite a loud car because, you know, it's got a cheeky little exhaust on it, which I think we're gonna hear.
Okay, so my opinions on this car. Let's just go through it. First of all, I think Aldas has done a great job. I think he's done a really good job with this car. Like, I've known Aldas for probably about a year now, properly known, as in like me. Yeah, probably over a year. And
how could you forget? I feel hurt.
I don't even know, mate. Time just goes past like mad during lockdown. But honestly, this whole time he has wanted this car, and so to see him come out and grind as he has on YouTube and just kill it in the F1 game, it's so sick. And now to see him driving it is very, very cool. I would always have the BRZ over this, or the BRZ if you're American. I'd always have the BRZ over this because I've always been a Scooby fan, but this was his dream and he's got it. Imagine buying your dream car at 20 years old.
Yeah,
the dude's rude. And by the way, yes, very nice. Yeah, we love to see it. Yeah, very, very good.
600 LT.
He's done better than both of us, but that we'll gloss over that for this part of the video.
That will come in a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years, mate. A couple of years. Don't worry about it. But I genuinely, I think he's done a really good job. And rather than me waffling on and being like all about how great this car is for you, etc., I think we should take it for a drive, don't you?
I think it's about time, mate.
I think it is about time. So let's put the roof back on my car so it doesn't get stolen, not that anyone wants to steal it, and then take this one for a drive. Right then, here we are. We are in the car. Mic's on, or everything on. I'm using Aldas' camera, by the way, so if the quality is poor, then I do apologise. It's all his fault, not mine.
Mate, my equipment is better than yours, so let's just,
whatever, mate. Right. Woo! It's got a nice little sound when it starts up, doesn't it? So you've got the Cobra exhaustness, haven't you, all the way through?
Yeah, and it's
quite nice.
It's a lot louder when it's cold as well. Like it really, first thing in the morning, it's like for real.
I can definitely imagine. So we're just going to take it for a little country lane drive. It's a very, very nice roads around here in Oxford, super close to where Caffeine Machine is. So off the line then, here we go. This is sick. I'm in Aldas's car. I'm in a rich YouTuber's car, boys. This is sick.
Loving it, mate. He's loving it.
It's sick. It's good. A 6-speed, which is unusual for many road cars these days, but it's very comfortable. Like, it's smooth. I'm chilling. Like, if I drop it into 6,
no noise.
No noise.
Super chilled. Like, that's the thing about this exhaust. Like, if you don't need it to make lots of noise.
Yeah.
Like now, you can hear what I'm saying. We're not even screaming now.
Exactly.
But drop it a couple of gears, and you can just. Yeah, there you go.
One thing that I'd say is it's a perfect entry-level sports car, I would say, because number one, this is literally in 2 seconds. You've seen my whole driving experience in this car so far. Number one, it's very comfortable, so it's super smooth on the road. Like, the suspension is stiff, but it's not ridiculously stiff. It's not like back-breakingly stiff. Number two, it handles well already. Like, I can already feel like the squirtiness of the steering wheel. Like, anytime I make any form of movement, it's immediate.
It's a go-kart. It feels like a go-kart.
Exactly,
like, honestly, it's so nice.
But then number three as well, it's not too quick. Like, it's not so quick that I'm sitting here like worried about the potential speed of it. It's quick, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm scared.
We're gonna crash.
Like,
it's super controllable, like, and this has not had anything done to it. It's just had the exhaust, so it's bone stock, and it feels really nice.
It really does. So yeah, I can confirm this is a very comfortable and nice car to sit in. I like the seats, so I always go on about seats in my videos, but the bolster is nice.
These are good.
Like, genuinely grabs you quite nicely, which is cool. Also, when you're driving it, like, I feel like I'm in something special, despite the fact that it's got plastic and everything everywhere. It still feels special enough to be like a nice entry-level sports car. I would contest that this is the kind of car that I'd want to do a nice long road trip in. Like, this is the kind of car where you'd be more than happy to do a long road trip in. In the MX-5, awful. Awful. Can you imagine driving longer than like 20 seconds in the MX-5? You're not laughing. It's
bone, like, your back would be like, oh my days.
And the sound of the supercharger. This comfortable cruise control as well when you're on the motorway, just chilled. Yeah, very, very nice. And these roads are perfect for it as well. Like, right now, I'm just super cruising. Like, this, you've done really well buying this, actually. Like,
cheers, mate.
I think this is a really nice sports car to be in, with great daily opportunities, and also great, like, track opportunities, grand touring opportunities. There's so much you can do with it. It's got a lot that it can do, and it doesn't do any one of them exceptionally. Like, for example, the boot isn't that big, there isn't that much storage space,
it's not the fastest,
it's not that fast, it's not like that comfortable, but it's all of those things to enough of a level that it can do all of those things.
It's just a nice balance of a sports car. Like, it has everything you need, especially like for a first time kind of sports car buyer. 100%. Second car as well. Like, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I love this thing.
Mate, as a second car, you're laughing. My second car was my Polo.
Yeah, Penny.
And I really like that it's got 6 gears. 6 gears in a car means you've made it. It's simple as that.
Exactly, that's it.
It could be a Polo 9M with 6 gears. You still made it. I did not.
Oh, this road is so nice.
It is, isn't it? I came down this way beforehand. It was
We're
well
stuck
known.
a little bit behind these guys.
We are. And the exhaust does sound good. And you can tell the exhaust is making a nice big sound outside without feeling it constantly in the cabin, which is nice. Yeah, it's a nice little car, this. It is actually, genuinely, to people out there who are thinking or considering about getting a GT86, I would, from my immediate experience, highly recommend it. I think that Toyota have really done like a good little job with this.
He's loving it. Yeah, there you go. You see, you easily spin the wheels.
Yeah, as I come through these sweeping corners, easy. It's like it just cruises through them like it's nothing. Like super chill, super chill. Like it inspires confidence. That's really the best way I can put it.
Oh, you can feel it gripping as well. Oh, mate.
Yeah,
that is a nice like little S bend.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Backwards Eau Rouge, mate.
Backwards Eau Rouge. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like this. I do like this car.
He's loving it, guys.
So,
he's loving it.
Genuinely, when Aldas bought it, I knew 110% this was Aldas's dream car, and I was super gassed for him. But I was a bit like, I've never really thought about buying one. I've never really thought it would be a car for me. I never thought it'd be something that I'd enjoy driving or whatever. But this is sick. You've done really well. This is a good little car. It wouldn't be for me. I wouldn't buy one because it's just not my kind of car.
Yeah.
But I can genuinely respect why you'd buy this. And I think that anyone who does buy one of these is laughing.
And I've got even people like, you know, on the road like looking as well, like people like, oh, that's a GT86 and giving me like a thumbs up as well, and that is so special.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that for sure.
I've never felt that before. It's amazing.
It's nice driving a car where you get a bit of attention, where people look at it,
Yeah.
and it's just a nice little experience. I mean, I don't necessarily get particularly nice looks at my MX-5 sometimes, but
it's because you drive a dodgy car, mate.
but yeah, I think when people respect it, like when we took it to Caffeine Machine just now, loads of people coming over looking at the supercharger, enjoying the car, and that's a nice thing.
He's loving it. Look at him, guys. You just know.
It's a good little car, this. Genuinely, I'm not just blowing smoke. This is a good little car. So and how it came down that hill, like I was, obviously it's Aldas' car, so I'm not going to send it, but I still came around that corner quite quick in second gear.
Yeah.
Aldas can confirm we were on the edge of the grip, and it properly held. It held really nicely. I'd say this is a good little handling car. So yeah, boys, I'm going to end the video here because I think that this has surprised me, and I was hoping to have less to say. I was hoping to be like, oh, yeah, it's all right.
It's terrible.
It's a good little car, but like
he wants it. He wants one, boys. Well, he doesn't, but whatever.
I'll
give you a good deal.
Good will you now, mate? You're not getting rid of this. You're keeping this one for a while. I reckon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, boys, massive thank you as always to Aldas for turning up on the channel. I'm sure he'll be around for many more things that you've got planned. Massive thank you as well to the patrons. Obviously, you guys are legends, and to you guys also for watching. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.